Hello friends and welcome back for another episode of the Rogue Legacy Let's Play. This is episode 7, and I am here to show you what kind of damage we can do with our Lich character with 61 freaking health. Alright, this is going to be a real short run, I have a feeling, but let's wish for the best here. We're going to head back in and try and mess up some fools in the castle. I have confidence, even though a second ago I didn't. I'm going to say I have confidence, because if you feign confidence, people just might believe it. Alright, so we're already up to 69 health, so you don't gain health at a particularly incredible rate, but I do have a spell that I could use here that might help me out quite a bit. The more I can do damage to stuff without getting close, the better off I'm going to be. Are those mine? Yeah, they are. Oh, jeez. Did you see that? It just showed me where a secret was. Well, unfortunately I'm not small enough to actually be able to ride through there. Let's go up first. I don't know why, I just feel like it. I think up is going to be the better direction for us. Oh, right, flying. Flying's a thing I have now. Okay, I forgot that that is a thing. Let's try and make sure we remember. Yeah, so we had double jump before. I decided to equip a flying rune instead, just to see how that would work for us. It seems like it's going to work out pretty well, actually. I don't have any complaints. I think flying actually maybe is better than I expected it to be. Please stop running into everything, Lich Man. You don't have a lot of life to be doing that. I'm talking to the character as if he's the one controlling himself. There's another entity responsible, but I'm not gonna name names. Yikes. I can't believe I didn't get hit there. That's really strange, actually. So what you need in a good Lich run is you need to have a situation where a lot of stuff is real easy to kill right at the beginning. Oh, geez, this guy is trouble. Can he fly across this whole room? Possibly. Corrupt Lord! Don't give me garbage. Alright. This is way more nerve-wracking to fight this guy than I think it should be. Very well. You fought bravely, Lord. So yeah, that's the Lich way. So we're at 101, 105, 109 health. If we could just keep farming these crap mobs, we're gonna be just fine. But it's all gonna be up to whether or not I can do that. And with the increased vampirism that I should have now, you know, a little luck will go a long way to making a decent run. And I'm really hoping that if I don't do well with this run, that maybe I can run into another Lich real soon, because I would like to give it a few shots. Unfortunately, you can't pick what classes are going to show up each time, as much as you'd like to. Can I not suspend myself when I'm already starting to fall? What was up with that? And I do see that there was a little bit of gray up there. Boss location. What's up with the... Oh, that's not what those are, is it? Oh, those are just enemies on the map, I suppose. It's awfully generous of them to give us that on the map. Oh, jeez, what is this now? Of course this is gonna fight me, right? Everything fights me in this game. Yeah, alright, well, I knew it did. I was hoping it would spin in the other direction. Didn't quite work out for us, so that was not the best run, but still, you know, it was a nice start. Oh, look, we've got another Lich all as soon as we rebooted here. So we've got a Lich with a Crowstorm. Let's try this. Almost no health, so let's try giving him a health upgrade. 204 gold, again, not enough for anything. We do have that better sword as well, which is something that should help us out a little bit. It'd be real impressive if one of these days I could get a run that's essentially just one long run through the entirety of the game. Oh geez, double jump, it was not there. I really thought it was going to be a double jump, but it was just hanging in the air. So I guess that's the difference. I've already set myself up for a bad run in the first freaking room. And so many traps, my goodness. I don't know about this. A second ago flying seemed great, now all of a sudden it's causing me a lot of grief. Is this gonna take me... Yeah, I knew it. Down to the dark area. Can we... Let's just teleport. Can we go back up? Mega Man my way back up to the beginning? I think that's a good call. So let's just entirely skip. Oh, come on! I can't believe I did it again. I can't believe it's not butter. You freaking fireballs. You get used to the idea of having double jump, and then as soon as it's not there, it definitely comes back to bite you in the ass. Alright, there's a lot of skeletons below me. I don't like it one bit. I can hover a little bit above where their bones seem to go. And I don't intend on traveling by them at all. Not today, anyway. Maybe we could do an episode about traveling by bones. I think you would probably like that. Hope you would, anyway. Don't jump too high. And that's going to be a Doomvis, of course. I can't believe I'm still fighting, like, level 2 stuff, and sometimes they don't always die just, like, by looking at me. You know, level 34 to level 2, in terms of, like, MMO terms, stuff should be running away from me at this point. But it couldn't be further from the truth. Nothing seemed scared of me. I don't know why. I should have a very commanding presence with all my lichiness and, you know, pasty white face. Even the skeletons don't care. I guess they're much pastier than I. I think I'm going to swap back to my double jump after this run. You know, I wanted to experiment with the flying. I think it's a cool ability, but maybe, you know, set it up with double jump if you can. Try and do a little of each. Things did start to turn around a little bit. After I went through a spell of not getting hit, it looks like I've actually got a little bit of health to spare again. I guess that's sort of the give and take of playing as a lich. Sometimes you have a really fast run, sometimes you have, you know, good longevity and survivability because you actually just got, you know, a nice amount of farm. You get fed early on, and then you can push mid to win. I mean, that's how it works, right? Defeat all enemies. What enemies are there to defeat? You guys over here, what am I going to do about you? Can I shoot crows at you? Oh, I might be able to, actually. Hey, terrific. Turn that into a rune. I've got a curse rune bracers. I don't know what a curse rune is yet, but we'll find out. This is just a hallway leading to another area. I guess I can give this a try. Well, that didn't go very well. Neither did that. Might as well just use the invincibility frames. There we go. I'm going to be upset having to come back, but thankfully I don't have to come back because there's a teleporter right there. And let's go back. That was a real quick jaunt. Back to the future, back to the center, back to the middle, back to the lobby. And maybe we could find a little shop. I always like a little shop. Alright. Okay, skeletons. You're no match for my... Oh, wait a minute. My Crowstorm, that's what I have. Normally, I wouldn't even bother, but the fact that I have a Lich and a Crowstorm means I can actually use it to get a bunch of free, you know, plus to HP. You gotta think in slightly different dimensions here. I have a problem with condensing all of the different classes down to basically being barbarians. So I've got to learn to see beyond that a little bit and start to actually capitalize on some of the advantages that are specific to a specific class. Case in point, every time I play as a mage, I basically just don't even use magic. So yeah, I gotta really learn. Oh, we've got a new journal entry. That's something we haven't seen in a little while. Let's read up. Journal entry number 8. From the number of dead adventures I have passed in these halls, I have come to the following conclusions. 1. Many did not take enough provisions with them. I assume many died of hunger. I myself am running low and will have to find more supplies. 2. Many are missing clothes, which explains the pant-wearing zombies. 3. No one has made it as far as I, since I hadn't yet passed any corpses in over an hour. Alright, that was not the most useful little thing there. That's okay. Really don't need to be learning too much more about the castle and the nature of the castle. I think we pretty much got the idea. I would like a spell that makes there not be so many Doomvises, if that could be a thing. We know there's a moonwalking spell, so let's see if we can get something also just as silly. Or maybe a shake weight spell would be a nice thing as well. Apparently they're all the rage in games nowadays. You'll see. Don't worry, you'll see. Knights, not a problem. Still doing fairly well on health. Our gold counter is up over 1k. That means this run is not completely a waste at this point. If we could continue on this same path, though, I think we're probably going to end up in the forest real soon. I'm not sure if that's good or bad yet. It may be good, but I feel like I should be a little bit better farmed if I'm going to head on to somewhere like that. You know, vanquishing more enemies, though. We're up to 181 health. That's, you know, about 3 hits off of that next level boss. I'm not sure if I can really do much with that. So maybe the Lich is more a gold harvesting character at this point in the game, although that may change later on. Can't believe I passed up that furniture there. Those spike traps, they look very much like a series of plugs, like you would just use as like a power strip, and just, you know, plug in all of your electronic devices, maybe charge up your iPod or something. Who knows? There's probably not a lot of places to do that around here, so you gotta take advantage when you can. This is a free health and MP fountain, so we've gotten one of those. I honestly didn't really need it all that much. Let's take no damage here, guys. Let's do it. I'd love for that to be the case. Okay. Oh, no. Alright, well, kind of botched that one a little fast. The collision box around the character is a little bit... I don't want to say that it's a little generous, but it's not always where I expect it to be. I think you have a tiny, like, maybe 5 pixel leeway from all directions, it seems like. And I'm not sure if hitting the sword actually counts as the hitbox for it. Hopefully it isn't, considering, you know, it's your sword, and if anybody hits your sword, it should actually do damage to them. But, you know, you can't always depend on things like that. Kind of liking the Crow Storm as a spell. I don't think I've really seen that too much show up anyway. Oh, what's this about? I think I can do this. Yep, use the flying to the best of my abilities there. Using it sort of like Jill or something. Oh, come on, why do I... Sometimes I just don't float, I just sort of fall instantly, and I'm not sure what the difference is. Oh, okay, when I'm flying, I can actually fly in any direction. It's not just hovering. So that was a misconception on my part. I'm glad that I was able to figure that out pretty much immediately after, though. Before we get too many angry comments. A lot of times people will actually start to leave a comment before they've even seen if I solved my own problem or not in that same video, which is always kind of silly. I mean, I understand. You know, you want to strike while the iron's hot, the impulse is fresh, and you want to make sure you get that comment in, but sometimes, you know, you don't even need to. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe, you know, 5 minutes from now, I'll beat the game. I seriously doubt it, but you never know. Alright, we are in the forest. What is up with these little floating doohickeys up in the sky? Are these like grapple points? Am I going to get an item that I can use those with? I have to believe that there's probably something like a Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow convention. Maybe you can, you know, hook those things somehow. What the hell is that? Is it a headless horse with flames coming out of its neck hole? That is crazy enemy design. I love it, though. Let's go down first. No spikes, no whammy, no whammy. Alright, what's up with these again? This is like takes you to a random place on the map, I think. Oh. Alright, well, is there anywhere else for me to go in the castle? Let's check. So there's one spot, which is directly up. Oh, there's... I think it's probably just going to end up being one big room. And there's that fairy chest I couldn't get. I'm just making sure I didn't pass up any chests. I think we're good. I kind of want to go back, but it's like 3 rooms, 4 rooms back. I don't think I want to bother, actually. Let's just go to the right and up and to the left and see what happens then. I'm going to remain confident that I have the skills to pay the bills and get all the gold before I get old. The spikes don't quite conform to the contours of that platform, if you noticed. Just kind of hanging off on the edge there. I really appreciate that the enemies actually stay dead and don't do like Mega Man style respawns every time you leave. Or might as well just finish off this eyeball since I'm here. There we go, and back to the left we have a whole room of monstrosities. Crowstorm, help me out. Crowstorm, help me, bro. Do you have Crow Bros? I need more Crow Bros! I don't have any more magic. This room might be the death of me. Hoping it's not. Alright. I think we're okay, maybe. Yeah, a little bit of fanciful flight there, and we've actually got a real nice stack of gold. 3,258 gold may be my new record. If it's not, I would be a little surprised. Maybe the time when I beat the boss, that would actually count. Oh, we've got angry piranha plants, I guess. There's not any reason for me to be in this room. I'm not going to bother with them. I'm sorry. I really didn't want to just die for no reason at that point. Oh, seriously. You've got to be kidding me. I accidentally pressed down and to the left, or down and to the right instead of just straight right. So I took a little stupid damage there, which may end up being the end. I really could use some more health. There's not a lot of health. Maybe a turkey leg in this lantern? Nope. I don't know who's putting these turkey legs in bizarre places. I was really hoping I could one-shot that guy. The headless horse. Bosses drop large amounts of gold on their death. I know. Hey, we're almost to our third row of enemy kills. I think we're definitely doing a little bit better here. I don't feel entirely embarrassed this time. Can we get another lich? I really am enjoying the lich play. Well, we've got a barbarian king with Alzheimer's and EDS, which makes us very flexible. I'm not sure why that's a good thing. We've got a paladin, standard hero, pretty good at everything. Guardian shield, very talented with few issues. Dwarfism. I'm okay with that. Let's try a dwarf paladin and see if that helps us out. I know there have been a number of situations when having the size be a factor would have probably helped me out. 3,269 is just slightly too little for me to grab that. That's too bad. What was I hoping to buy next? I feel like I had a plan already and I've forgotten what it was. Maybe another armor would be useful. I could probably get a health and an armor in one go here. Or is there something specifically? I could upgrade my liches, make them all powerful. Yeah, you know, let's do it. I'm enjoying the lich, so why not? Raise your liches into lich kings and grant yourself the power of both mind and matter. With a single press, convert your permanent health into permanent mana. Is that something I want to do? I don't know, is that a disadvantage? I'm not sure what happened there. Release your inner cat and avoid death sometimes. So what, I'll have a 1% chance to not die. Geez, that sounds awfully tempting. Yeah, I guess let's put that point in. Plus, we're building out the castle pretty well. I think we're looking nice. Let's toggle the icons off so we can get a nice view there. Is there going to be a little guest house to the right of the castle? I hope so. Maybe a little shop? I don't know. So we've got 329 gold. I am super tiny. Is there a single thing I can do with this amount of gold? 375 is not enough. 425 for that is not enough. Oh yeah, what was that rune we picked up while we were here? What was it? This one. Okay, we've got +2. It's a cursed rune. Harder enemies, but greater rewards. Multiple runes stack, making enemies even harder. So I guess these would be your standard issue grinding runes when you get to the point where the enemies are no longer a challenge for you in the castle proper, so you need to make things, you know, a little bit more challenging to get better gold to try and spur your path onward. Because you don't want to start each run, essentially, in a position where you have to then slowly progress through all the rooms to the left, to the right, and then you eventually find the forest, and then you eventually find whatever else. You know, maybe you just want to start getting some health right from the beginning. So I'm going to be on the lookout, if I can, for some secret areas. I'd love to capitalize on my size here. And I've got the shield, which I have to take advantage of. I'm not sure, I haven't really been one to do much shielding in my day, so we'll have to see if that turns out to be useful for me. I shield plenty in Dark Souls, but I just haven't gotten the habit here. Although, you know, it's obviously a little bit easier to shield when it's mapped to your left bumper. You can just sort of hold it down wherever you go. I certainly feel pretty powerful. My sword feels like it's doing a lot of damage. I seem to be able to one-shot just about everything. And that's a nice feeling, you know? Having a little bit of power goes a long way. And, oh, we've got a carnival. I'm real psyched. Chance to win prizes. Hi there, let's see how good you are at your skills. You only get 1 shots free of charge. 6 give you a nice reward. 5 axes. Alright, it's the exact same carnival as before. The one I'm familiar with in the past has been less about axes and more about daggers and moving targets. There's got to be like a secret to doing this really, really well. Maybe not a secret, but like a technique. I'm definitely not going to win. But, you know, I did better than last time. 87 is real close to what I needed. I'd really love that prize, though. I'm sure I'll get it eventually. A little bit more practice. We'll get it down. Anyway, that was a nice little bonus to my gold to start us off for very little work. We've got a few paths to take over here on the left. Let's go up these first before we head on over. Fairy chest says, take no damage. Is there a secret way? Yeah, I thought there might be. Secret way I can skip. Oh, the path is where? The path is here? I keep seeing my guy sort of go up a little bit, or was it to the right? How does this work? Oh, okay, it's only a one-shot progression? No, that's not really making sense. Did I find a glitch? Is this a one-way that I'm not supposed to go through? Because I can't jump through it, but I can fly through it for some reason. Anyway, might as well try and attempt this in a more legitimate way. Be real careful here. I can't imagine doing this without flying. Even with flying, I can't really imagine doing it, and I have screwed my chance there. That's too bad. Took a bunch of damage for good measure. Well, I gave it the old college try anyway. Can't win them all. I imagine eventually, with the right set of circumstances and enough flying prowess, I should be able to make my way through one of those. It's definitely more challenging than average. Alright, we've got a set of power strips all over the place. And is this a fairy chest room? I kind of was hoping it was. I don't think so, though. Get some size in on the action. Come on, now. Of course you're gonna wake up. Would you just pick a pattern, please? Thank you. Getting a little better. I forgot to actually set myself back on regular double jump, which is something that I had said I was going to do quite a few times in that other run. Maybe I will get used to flying instead of double jumping, and maybe it'll actually be even more useful. It may actually be. But reactionarily, having double jump is pretty much my best friend, because when I don't know what I'm about to do next, I can always trust that my thumb will press the button again very quickly. It's sort of the, like, if you're in doubt, mash it out type of ethos. You know, you're about to die, might as well hit that button a few hundred times if you can manage. Might as well clear out all the chandeliers here if we can. Now is this going to be an opportunity for me to fly somewhere? Oh yeah, it is. There's a little darker area right here. Can I get through there? I certainly can. Take a little bit of a strange path, but, you know, we made it. Wasn't as much gold as I was hoping for, but, you know, I'll take whatever I can get. Beggars can't be choosers, after all. Alright, that was a nice little interlude with basically just one enemy. You know, you don't see those rooms too often where there's really hardly anything. It's usually a pretty stacked room every time. This one has a chest in the top right. I should probably go investigate that. Wow, okay, thanks, flight power. That was really helpful, just jamming me right into that wall. How's my vampirism doing, by the way? I haven't really looked at that in a while. Got 152, and I'll just walk right into that blood bolt there. 152 gave way, or 142 to what? 149. That's actually pretty good health gain. You know, it doesn't seem like a lot, but adding up is very important. And, you know, if you can go a bunch of kills without actually taking any damage, you should be facing more of a positive outcome instead of just constantly losing a little bit at a time. Although, you know, maybe those abilities might be channeled better elsewhere. It's, you know, yet to be seen. Maybe we'll try out some experimentation at some point. Once I feel like I've gotten to a point where all of my abilities are about as high as I want them to be for the moment. This is going to be a real winding path, isn't it? I've got to go left, down, down, right, down, down, right, all the way back out. So this is definitely not the path I wanted to take. Almost just jammed myself into some spikes for no reason. I'm a real unwieldy guy. Unwieldy? I don't know how to say words. Alright, let's go to the right. Actually went by a lot faster than I expected. Actually, I have to say, every time I play a Let's Play episode of this, the time just flies by. I could easily record like 10 of these in a row if I didn't have other stuff that I had to prioritize. Although, probably at some point I will actually do that. It's a really addictive game, you know? It doesn't take much to just pull you in, and all of a sudden you just spent 2 hours or more. Even when you don't have very good runs, really the temptation then is just to start immediately again and sort of shrug it off. Which is definitely a hallmark of good design. Probably more positive reinforcement than negative, which is something I appreciate. More candelabri? Candelabri? What's the plural of candelabra? Is it just candelabra? Oh, I can't count on these. Gotta hit him right in the center. Come on. I don't even need to really land there. I could have just flown over that pit. At least vampirism should help me out when I get in little stupid positions like that. That was quite a bit of gold in that chest. 1715 gold. Kind of happy about how much we've got for now. Breaking 1,000 now seems to be pretty commonplace, so I guess we have sort of turned the tides at least a little bit on progress. breaking 2,000 becoming commonplace is the next thing that I want to make sure happens. Although I think we're well on our way for that as well. Man, I would love it if these guys that made Rogue Legacy, the Cellar Door Games guys, could team up with the Castlevania guys, you know, the people who made all the amazing GBA and DS versions, and hook us up with a randomly or procedurally generated Castlevania game with many of these same tropes. I think this could be probably one of my favorite games of all time if we could have something like that. Right now, Rogue Legacy is definitely competing for one of those spots. Not sure if it's broken the top 10, but it's definitely, you know, top 50. And time, you know, time has yet to bear out whether or not this will end up being super, super great, you know, long term. We're gonna see, though. And we got another rune. Spirit rune in chest plate. Seems good. I'll take pretty much any rune. Hopefully you can't get repeats. Hopefully every time you find a rune it is unique. Because if you get repeats, that's gonna be real annoying when you have, like, all but one of them. Oh, we've got a chest sitting right there? Why did that just die? I don't know what just happened. That thing just, like, did not want to sit there any longer. Oh, we've got a formula, or a blueprint. Squire Cape. And where is this taking me? Oh. Well, great then. I don't know what the point of that was. I appreciate the shortcut, though. Had I known about it, you know, 2 seconds prior to me going around the other end. Not that I care, really. Let's just not be here. Anywhere else to go? We've got a number of other places to go before we head down there. I do definitely want to sponge out all the gold that I can get, if that is at all possible. Oh, we've got another journal entry. Let's see what that has to say. What is this now, number 8 or 9? Journal number 9. The door to the throne room is driving me mad. Beyond it lies the king's salvation and my reward, but it stands silent in the middle of the castle foyer, taunting me. I've tried pushing it, kicking it, yelling, "Open sesame," but nothing works. Have you tried yelling, "Fus Roda"? There are icons emblazoned into the doors, and one of them looks like a beast I avoided deeper in the castle. Perhaps there is some sort of correlation. Have you ever played Super Metroid, bro? Yeah, alright, that's how it works. You know, you start simple, you kill the Kazo statue, you work your way down, you fight, Kraid. Oh, defeat all enemies. I don't have a way to do it, no! If I had Crowstorm, I'd be so happy right now. Oh well. Maybe I can still find a spell somewhere on a pedestal and come back for it. Anyway, I always thought that was kind of a cool mechanic in Super Metroid, how they would sort of give you this foreshadowing of the bosses that you haven't reached yet, just through the statue right at the beginning of the game. Oh, that almost was danger for me. And what's up above? Oh, man. I kind of wish I was a lich right now. I feel like I would probably have more health. 185 health. Is that really very much? It doesn't feel like it. Somebody in the comments, let me know how I was able to, like, defeat one of those spiky balls, because I definitely saw it turn into a coin, like, in front of my very eyes, and I'm pretty sure you saw it as well. Was it a fluke? Do they sometimes just do that? Did I do a move on them by accident? Maybe I shot it. Did I shoot it with a dagger? Is that a thing I can do? Nope. Whatever. I don't know, I'll figure it out eventually. Must have done something. Why are there rockets there? Oh, I guess that one's just slightly above. Alright, one shot, thank goodness. Vampirism's gotta help me out of this jam, I hope. Nope, sword's too small to do that. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure the innuendo will be flowing freely after that statement. Anyway, let's just kill this stupid rocket launcher that's been giving me grief for all this time. They really look like angry pencil sharpeners. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Still don't know what to call these things. They're just like little iron tree stars that shoot fireballs. I don't really have a good name for them. Maybe I'll think of one later. Alright, I guess we're gonna be in the forest again. Yeah, you guys just run into this, please. Thank you very much. And I'll take all of your gold if you don't mind. Did I pass? Yeah, I still passed more areas in the castle. I just want to keep heading in this direction. I don't really want to go back. Maybe it's unwise. Maybe it's not. Probably it is. Alright, there we go. More statues. Another angry knight. I really wish this guy wasn't here. Oh. I guess when they bounce too many times in a short area, they terminate so they don't create a situation where you are stuck forever in, you know, without a way to get through it without taking damage. That actually makes a lot of sense. So if you were one of those impulsive types that left a comment already, I probably already know the answer. I've got that ability to reason, and I figured it out myself, I think. If you know a reason other than what I just said that's true, then I'll listen. Just saying. Yeah, so I've got to not get hit by these angry little green droplets coming from the piranha plant inevitably above me. Thankfully the pattern is fairly predictable. Alright, make our way upward a little bit more. These headless horses, I mean, why is the neck hole on fire? That's the thing I need to know. Like, I understand being headless, stuff gets decapitated all the time. You know, your head's just in the wrong place. Maybe you're in the movie Ghost, and there's a, you know, errant bit of glass hanging over your neck. You know, things happen. It's a terrible world out there sometimes. But why on earth did the next thing that happened be that you somehow immolated your neck hole? That's what I need to know about. Please cite your theories below in the comments. Or don't, I mean either way. What do we have now? So we got a really big open room. What's that? There's a projectile up above the ceiling that seems to be hanging out. Is that a bug? Oh, it's just traveling infinitely up into the distance, I suppose. Let's try to not run into things, and we could probably use some axes here. I think that would be a good call. Now, sometimes my axe actually throws an axe, other times I seem to have a blade wall. What's the deal with that? Is it like Castlevania, where if I... Oh, I've got all the abilities, depending on what direction... Okay, so I guess this is becoming the Paladin King or whatever, like the upgraded version of the Paladin is. Alright, and there's the boss, which I kind of don't feel like I should probably challenge. Although maybe I should, I don't know. We are having a decent run here. I would like to possibly get this if I can. Oh wow, that's a whole pile of gold. No! Wow, okay, somehow I got like another second of free air there. What should I do? Should I jump in? I feel like I could probably get a bunch more gold though if I keep exploring. I kind of want to do that. Maybe I will die. You know, it's happened a few times now, but at least, however things go, we've had a reasonably good run. Or I should say a reasonably good, at least, final run for this episode. Although, it would have been so nice to finish this episode off with a boss win, wouldn't it? Oh my goodness. I got greedy, didn't I? I shouldn't have come in here. I don't know. Well, alright, we seem to be heading in a good direction, maybe. I'm trying to use my magic. I think it's probably helping me more than hurting me at this point, so that's great. We're almost to 4K, which is definitely, well, maybe not definitely, but it's real close to a record, I think. More gold, please! Can we pull off 4K this run? I'd love it. Let's do it. I think we can. Oh, there's a chest back here. I think it might be guaranteed. We have done it. 4K gold. Alright, terrific. The high resolution for gold, the new standard. 4K. Alright, coming to a movie theater near you. What's below us? Oh, more wizards. There's always more wizards. What's above us? Probably more wizards. There's always more wizards. Okay, a pile of gold. I'll take it. Maybe we can get to 5K gold. Few pro moves left in me, apparently. Wasn't expecting that to happen. Oh, a lot of armored knights up here. I feel like I should be able to use... Oh, that was the wrong move. I wanted to use some sort of an axe or spiky death storm would have been cool. Yeah, that one. If you guys could please take heed and just be impaled by those, I would appreciate it very much. Just stay back. I know this is not how you effectively attack someone with a shield. This is just me trying to slowly whittle them down. These guys are not really all that dangerous, which is a real nice break for me. Look at all this gold, oh my goodness. 5,000, alright, we're breaking serious ground here. I don't know what I'm going to do with 5,000. I guess I'm going to put it into money find, probably. Unless there's anything pressing that needs to be purchased. You know, maybe a rune or something that I've needed. You see that? I learned how to sort of slide backward and attack at the same time. A little bit of a moonwalk. As soon as you start to attack, if you start running in the other direction, it seems like you can sort of flick the control stick and everything works out just fine. And it's looking like we're going to have an extra long episode here, but, you know, I would never cut us short if we're doing well. How would I even do that? I would just have to, like, force myself to die? That would be real dumb. Especially since we're doing so well, and we seem to have good potential for still, you know, continuing to earn more gold. This is the corner that I said we were planning on turning at some point. Spending the majority of our time in the forest. I'm not sure if this has been the majority yet, but it's certainly looking like it's getting there. So we're going to head back down and to the left. I believe we still have not conquered that room. Oh, we've got a whole bunch of magicians that we'd left alone. Let's not just run into them all helter-skelter. Alright, cool. That worked out. Still almost to full health. I was certain that dude was just going to come right through the wall at me for some reason. I'm not sure there's a whole lot worth seeing in here other than this chest, so maybe... Oh, what do we get? A silver helm! Hooray! Alright, something useful came of this room. I don't want to hang out there, though. It's not my favorite place. We're gonna go... Should I go all the way over to the right? There's so many more places still to see. I mean, I could still run over to the boss room, but I feel like there's a good chance if I get a little lucky and have a few rooms... Oh, I should be able to fit right through there. My fault. Didn't see that. If I have a few more good rooms, I should be able to just get my health right back up, and maybe I'll be able to challenge the boss on a reasonably good, you know, beginning. A good foundation, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. Do I want to bother with down here? What's still down here, anyway? Oh, an eyeball. Alright, no problem. I can handle eyeballs at this point. And I'm certain... Oh, well, I missed that room up to the top. I say I'm certain that it was annoying to get to that point, although I've already forgotten. Now we're shooting for 6K. Can we get up to that point? Alright, we've got some angry, skittering wolves. Oh, geez, I didn't know they could jump. I mean, I knew they could jump, but not, like, at that point. Wow, that knocked me completely out of the room. Yeah, there you go. Just stand on that, if you don't mind. These guys are, like, right out of Castlevania, and I love it anyway. Tower Guard. I think they're even called that. Please get... There we go. Get a little closer with Big Red. Give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red. There we go. Or Big Tower Guard also works. Yeah! Well, I cheesed him. I don't feel bad in the slightest, though. Down we go. Got some dueling statues, like out of the Blink episode. They were both frozen in place because they were looking at each other, that was it. Oh, please, I was gonna say, please don't hit that, because every time I hit that portrait, it turns into a disaster for me. I was gonna spur it on and leave the room, but, you know, maybe we'll just not do that. Can I do this? I've got less than a second, what is it, like 0.6 seconds for me to get under the spike and back up to the other side. I would have to probably start with a dash or a really well-timed jump. I don't think I can do it, to be honest with you. I'm probably going to get hurt here, but I'm going to try it anyway, just in case. Alright, it worked out. Very lucky. Retaliation rune for bracers is a real good thing. I'm pretty sure that allows me to do damage back to enemies after they hit me. So essentially like Crown of Thorns type of deal. And to the right we have more magic. Magic ninjas what? Alright, apparently they can still hit me with stalagmites after death. That's unfortunate. A little bit more magic is always welcome. My health's dwindling. I'm a little worried here. And we broke 6K. I'm real happy about that. Oh, spikes. Help, help, spikes. They all left. Oh, thanks. You come back way too late there. If you could... Thank you. You actually did help me out in the end. That's good. If you could take out that eye is what I was going to say. I would be very grateful. Another chest. 6,400 gold. Looking real good. What's that up at the top there? Another chest? Top right? Oh, what's this? Where's this gonna take me? Oh, just a little portal through to the bottom. I don't know why I needed that. It is real helpful having a dude that can fit through all these little corners. Well, 7,000 gold! Is this gonna be the best run that you've seen in a while? Maybe. Could be. I don't think I can really squander it at this point, like, or screw it up too badly, because I've already gotten more than I expected. You know, anything from this point on, even if I die, it's all good. And it looks like I am going to be approaching that death point at a real soon moment. See, the thing that would be amazing is if I just happen to get really lucky and have that respawn thing proc. Right, didn't I buy that skill that's like 1% chance to respawn after death? Not sure what that means for my stats or anything. Like, does it give me all my health back to full, or... I don't know, it probably should, considering how rare it is for that thing to go off. I'm really getting worried about this magician here. If you could please back off for just a moment. Oh, there we go. And we are 7,100 gold. Imagine I made it to 10. That would just be unbelievable. I think I might have actually done everything there is to do on the forest now. Or at least gotten pretty close. Okay, there's one more area that I see up in the top left corner. These runs are actually going to get real long. That's what I'm expecting now. Once we get to the point where we're able to very quickly make our way through the castle. If I want to keep exploring everything, I imagine we're going to end up in... you know, like, plus hour-long territory. Oh, look who it is. Well, I don't really have much of a use for you right now. Skittering wolf! Alright, I'm mashing buttons at this point. Just want... Oh, there it goes. I really didn't expect to die at that point, but, you know, it was gonna happen anyway. What are we at? Probably 3 rungs worth. Yep. Maybe 4. Oh my goodness, it's 4. It's off the bottom of the screen, or off to the dialogue box. Alright, so that was a real good run. I'm real happy about that. We've got Sir Wallace the Archmage, Sir Lady Priscilla III the Assassin, with Mist Form, and an Ambivalous Barbarian King. We've got 2 left hands, can't cast spells. I'm going to go for the Mist Form Assassin for this next run. And I have a lot of money to spend, 7,200 gold, which is enough to actually buy extra gold find, and then have some left over, which is just crazy to me. So I guess we can get up to... Oh, I thought it was going to be 10%. Maybe it's 5%. If it goes a half each time, it might not even be 5%. Anyway, oh, geez, what should I buy? Let's go check out the sword, because I'm pretty sure I got a better sword in here. No, I must have imagined. I got a better helm. Silver helm gives me plus 10 to health, plus 5 to mana. For 550 to unlock, that's a no-brainer. I can't equip it, though, because I have too much gear on, so I guess I should do something about that as well. Oh, and we've got a new cape, a Squire cape, which gives me a pile more health, and is less... Oh, you know, I think I'm going to get that. It's less in weight as well, so I might not even need to buy anything else there. Alright, so weight now has plenty to spare. Let's equip this helm. So we're going to be a little bit more hardy, and we should be able to take a few more hits. And I think things are looking pretty good for us. Can I buy any runes here that would be useful? Let's check that out. What was this? A sprint rune? As opposed to vampirism. Retaliation rune, instead of flying, returns damage taken from enemies, multiple rune stack, increasing damage return. Still haven't gotten any for the cape for some reason. Maybe those are super rare or something. I don't know. I was starting to deal with what we've got. Maybe I'll just leave it alone for now. So that means we've still got 6k to spend. I'm going to definitely put some on gold find. So there goes half our gold right there. I could definitely buy some more armor, or I could upgrade some stuff or people. Upgrade the miner. I could upgrade my potions. Those are... Wow, it's 1,000 for that? A little surprised it's that much, actually. I should buy it. I'm pretty sure this opens up, yeah, one more thing. The Spell Thief, become a martial mage. That sounds interesting. I don't know if I want it yet, though. And why don't we buy another armor up for 610 gold, and another HP up for 760. Is there anything right close to that total? Because I should probably spend as much gold as I can. 575. What was down there was 3,021. 680, 1,040. That's the closest thing for certain, but at the same time I really don't want that much. Pogo practice room. Fine. I'll use it. I just figured in case it would open up another skill tree option. I'm sure we'll get better stuff as we go forward. So, I guess that will wrap up another episode of our super fun Rogue Legacy Let's Play. I hope you guys are still enjoying watching, as I will always leave you with this little plea. If you're enjoying it, please do let me know in the comments below. I am always open to opinions, whatever the case may be. If I'm doing something particularly stupid, feel free to let me know. Hopefully, by the time I read it, I may have already corrected that behavior, but regardless, I do appreciate all the knowledge that you've imparted on me in the past and will continue to do so into the future. I always like to stand up on top of this little corkscrew thing for whatever reason. Makes me feel grounded, even though I'm not on the ground. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying Let's Play, feel free to leave a like. I do appreciate it very much. Any comments, constructive criticism, or just in general feedback is always to everyone's benefit. The more positive feedback I get, the faster I want to upload things, so that is sort of the way things work anyway. And I do appreciate you guys sticking around and watching. Hopefully you'll be around real soon for another episode, which I intend to upload real soon. If not tomorrow, then maybe the next day. I do want to keep that open. I want to do them daily, provided the feedback goes really well. I will keep doing them daily, but just in the event that something comes up and I can't record for a day or something, then, you know, there may be a day gap or more. Again, I'm going to try to avoid it, but, you know, the more positive feedback, the more incentivized I am to prioritize this Let's Play over something else, so keeping that in mind, that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you again, hope you have a lovely night, and I will talk to you again real soon. Later!